Hi, my name is Havish Madhvapati, and in this example, I want to show you how, with a little bit of macro magic, we can automate the process of creating multiple conditional formats. Now, we have a data set which has 17 subcategories in it, and we also have 4 regions. Now, assuming we want to find out the top 5 numbers, we will have to select the data, go to conditional formatting, and then go to top and bottom rules, and then change this to 5 and then color this as green. Now imagine if we have to change this top 5 to top 10. So we go back to conditional formatting, manage rules, and then we have to edit the rule and change this rank. As you can see, this requires quite a lot of effort. Additionally, if you want to now remove the top 15 and see the opposite, maybe the bottom 15, we have to clear these rules and then apply a fresh set of rules. So let's say my bottom 50. So our objective is to enable the user to choose between the top or the bottom rank, and also enable the user to choose the number of values that they want to see. Excellent. Let's get going. So I want to record a couple of macros, and then we can do our tweaking and apply all the macros along with the user form. So developer, record macro, and let us just call this top. All right. So I select my data, home, conditional formatting, top 10 items, and we can color these green. Let me do that once again. Top 10 items, and we color this green. Then conditional formatting, and we go to bottom 10 items, and we color this red. And we also want to record the code that will remove all these rules for us. Wonderful. We can stop the recording now. Let's go to Visual Basic and see what all has been recorded. So it's quite a lot, but let us focus on what we require and what can be put in different places. So the first thing I want to do is to change this name to apply conditional formatting. And before we go ahead, remember we want to give the user the control on a user form. So let's create that. Insert user form. And here we can have a text box. And we can also keep a label here where we say choose the top or bottom. All right. After this, we can copy these, and then these can become choose the number. Let me change this back to none. I changed that accidentally. So we make this choose number. And to apply the code, we need a command button. So we can add a command button here. And we can call this submit. Wonderful. We can make a few cosmetic changes. So I'll just color these a little differently so that we know that these are labels. I'll choose something a little lighter. Perhaps this would work. And I'll do the same change here as well. So we go to palette and we can choose a color. Let me try to choose the same color. Excellent. We also want to change the user form name. So the name can be changed to, let's say, my form. And the caption can become apply conditional formatting. All right, now we come back to our module. I can copy this entire thing, or rather cut the entire thing, double click on submit, and then when the command button is clicked, you can just run this entire code. As a matter of fact, we don't need this subroutine now. We can also remove this end sub from the bottom. Now the first thing we want is to make sure that there is a check, which means I'm checking whether the user has chosen top or bottom. So we can write checks whether the user has chosen top or bottom. How do we do this? We can write if the text box 1 dot value is equal to top, then I want some action to happen. The action would be to select the cells. The next one would be not just to apply the format, but to ensure that any existing format is removed. So if you notice, this entire line from the end can be repasted here, and this becomes remove existing format. And after that, we can have the rest of the code. So this would be apply top conditional formatting. All right. Now, if you notice, there is a number 10 here, but we don't want this number to be fixed. We want the user to put the number on text box 2 inside the user form, and that value will come here. All right. So we can also say take user's input from the user form, and this would be text box 2 dot value. I'm just saving this in my num, and then this my num can replace this number 10, which is here. All right. After that, we also want to create apply bottom conditional formatting, and this can come inside an else, right? So I'm saying that if my text box 1 dot value is equal to top, then I want all of these lines to run. Otherwise, I want a bottom conditional formatting to run. We can copy these lines and put it in the bottom as well. So Control C and Control V, and then we also put an end if at the end. So how does the entire code flow? The text box 2 dot value is stored in a variable mynum. I'm checking if the user has chosen top or bottom. If he has chosen top, then I select the cells, remove any existing format, and then make sure to apply the format using mynum, that is the number. Otherwise, I'm selecting the cells, removing any existing format, and then I'm applying a bottom 10 formatting, again using my number. All right. Now to make the user form appear on the sheet, there are a couple of ways, but what I'm going to do is to insert a shape and then simply assign a macro, but you notice there is nothing available as a macro. So we do need a macro that will come in a module, and the role of this macro is simply to show my form, and this would be my form dot show. Excellent. We can come back to our Excel and then assign the macro, select show my form, and as you can see, I can run my user form, choose top 10, and this shows me the top 10. If I say top 20, this shows me the top 20, and if I make this into bottom 20, it shows me the bottom 20, right? So it's a wonderful way of automating conditional formats, and this would save you an immense amount of time, especially when you want to run different calculations on the same set of data. So I hope you like the example. Thank you.